What's up guys, Eric from Beat-Sonic. Today we have a 2023 Toyota Sienna. It's the base version without the factory JBL system. As you guys can see, very cool color, very cool setup. It has an air suspension. It has these really rare aim gain wheels. I love it. And one thing it's missing is a sound upgrade. So we're here to change that, to upgrade the sound system. It's all plug and play. Just show you how easy it is to install this. You don't have to go inside your door speakers and change them out. You don't have to do any wiring because it's all plug and play. And it mounts right behind the radio because there's enough space to fit our power amplifier in. So let me walk you through the steps on how easy it's done. And we'll also go and show you the before and after of how much difference it makes in the car audio system. All right guys, we're in the vehicle. Let's get this installation started. The first thing we're gonna do is remove this plastic cover that's located right behind the radio. And once we remove that, it's going to expose 4 10mm bolts. We're gonna remove that. And we're gonna use our plug and play harness to plug behind the radio and mount our amplifier nicely right behind it. There's an opening right there just to fit the amplifier. So I'll show you that. So to remove this, you do have to be a bit careful. We're using a lot of different type of panel removal tools. You can easily purchase this on Amazon. So we are going to, let me start off from this side. Show you what I'm gonna be doing. So there's a little opening here. So we're gonna pry it up, but if you give too much pressure, it will bend the plastic piece out. We're gonna do the best we can to make sure the shape stays the same. And once this part is out, we have to remove the clips up here and then pull it out. If you try to pull out this side first, it's gonna have a difficult time for this area to come out. So start off from the side, remove these clips, and then the rear will follow. So actually, because it's easier for me to do it on my side, I'm just gonna go ahead and do it on this side first. Be very gentle with it. I'm gonna start off by using a small panel removal tool. So what I'm doing is I'm just prying it out from like this side right here. Okay. And now basically what I did is I used a really small panel removal tool and I slid it inside here. Okay, and make sure the panel removal tool that you're using is plastic. And once I got it deep inside, I'm just pushing it upwards. So right here, I'm gonna pop it out. I'm gonna do it the same for the other side. Try to not give too much pressure right at the end. Give more pressure towards the inside. Oh, there it is. All right, so we got this out. So the trick is keep the backside flat and then bring it up this way, because once the backside starts lifting, then this angle of where the clip is, it starts going this way and it becomes more difficult for it to come out because it needs to be laying straight and just popping up straight. So keep that in mind. That'll help you out when you're removing this. All right, next, here are our 4 10mm bolts. Let's get those removed. All right, and grab a firm grip on the screen and just pull it towards you, like so. And let's grab a really thick towel. We like to use these moving blankets. You guys could use a towel at home, a thick sweater, anything that'll give you enough cushion to protect your interior. We'll tuck this in here and just pull it out like so. All right, so the connectors that we want to be focusing on are these 2 connectors. And if you have these 3 connectors up here that's in the way, just remove them, press on the release tab, pull out, and don't pull on the cable, but pull on the connector itself. And once you remove those, it's gonna expose these connectors. And the only 2 connectors that is going to be your focus is going to be this one right here and this black one. So the black one all the way to the passenger side and the one right next to it. So let's disconnect those. All right, just wiggle it out. Here we go. And grab our plug and play harness. And our plug and play harness, this one is new. Doesn't have our ground terminal anymore. So before we had to separately ground the wire on the side of the radio. We don't have to do that anymore because the ground wire is built in to the harness. Just makes it a bit easier to install. So moving along, so we're going to just connect our harness, female side to the male side and the male side to the radio. And make sure you hear that click because it needs to connect all the way in. And on the other side of our harness, it's going to connect like that. And this one's going to connect here. And make sure you reconnect those 3 connectors. And after you do that, grab a hold of your amplifier. And on our amplifier, you'll find these 2 matching connectors to our harness. Right here. And all we have to do is attach the double-sided tape and slip it right here. There's a perfectly flat surface where you can push in the amp and mount it right here. All right. And before we do so, if you like, go ahead and turn on your car and tune your gain, front and rear. And when you're tuning it, just turn up your music to the loudest listening volume and you can adjust front and rear. The default's gonna be at 50%. 50% works 90% of the time, and you can put it up really, really loud. It's still gonna be louder than factory, and it's just gonna sound great all the time. But if you wanna tinker with it more and get as much as you can, then you can do so. It just depends on the type of music you listen to. So turn on your music, turn it up loud, and you could adjust the gain. All right, so once we have all the harness connected, let's reconnect our factory harness here. Just remember, depending on your trim, what you reconnect here may be a little different, but all 3 connects. You know, actually, let me keep this one disconnected so it gives a little bit more slack. I'm gonna keep that area open and grab your amplifier. We're gonna go to the back side of it and we're going to add the 2 double-sided tape here. It's gonna go on the amp and we're gonna slip it straight in and lay it on that flat surface. All right, so here we have this pack here. Inside here we got 2 foam tape. We also have our double-sided tape. All right, let's use our double-sided tape. Because the amp will have full coverage of the bottom to the mounting location, we're going to spread out the double-sided tape edge to edge. That. We left the gain at 50%. And we're going to push it in all the way. All right, there you go. Looks like that, almost looks like that area was meant for this amplifier. So we have some additional wires and harnesses. We're going to tuck it to the left side right here. All right, there we go. And don't forget to reconnect the GPS connector right here. All right, and slowly push the radio back in. When you're pushing the radio back in, just make sure, especially this harness here, doesn't go over to the side. Keep it low, or else it might get pinched somewhere around here. Okay, make sure all your clips are lining up. And then we're going to give it a firm push. All right. Okay, let's confirm everything is lining up. All the holes on the top. Okay, looks good. All right, looks good. And let's secure the 10mm bolts back in, pop in the hood, and we are done. See. And when you're putting this top cover back on, make sure you match all the clip location. Just pop it back in. There you go. And that's it, guys. So easy to install. Now, let me show you the before and after. Let's make a comparison on how much difference it made. Alright guys, well that concludes our installation demonstration of our Encore Alpha ENA 2T3 amplifier. As you guys can see, it's very easy to install. It's all plug and play, fit nicely behind the radio, and it's available to purchase right away guys at beatsonicusa.com. If you have any questions, leave a comment below, or you can email us at info@beatsonicusa.com. And as always, help our channel, give us that like and that subscribe. See you guys on the next video.